Welcome back to another StarCastTV and I'm Scan. Today we are going to cast some wonderful game series between Soma versus Light, Light versus Soma, and spawning location in the top right, the brown Zerg, this is Soma. And the other side of the player, spawning location in the bottom left, the purple Terran, this is Light. Eros New Star. And we are going to see a Terran vs Zerg matchup on Polypoid. And let's see how they will play. And let me see if let me go check the file real quick. Okay. So I was just making sure. Yeah, okay, so this is the first match of Light versus Soma. And we see Light is going to be putting down the supply depot right underneath of the command center, interestingly, because normally you kind of have some space for the want to have some space for the missile turret placement. But he's just going to be putting down the supply depot over there. Soma will be making 2 more drones. Let's see whether he's gonna be going. Okay, this is weird. Okay, he just made a third drone, or I should say the third egg was somewhat slow, relatively the normal standard one. But here's what we're gonna be seeing: 12 hatchery into 11 scout, and Soma does have no additional drone production. Immediately putting down the 11 pull. 11 pull and then a 10 extractor most likely, and yes, we are going to be seeing 2 hatch. Yes, this is a 2 hatch there most likely, and we see Light is going to be going for the 11 o'clock scout and found out there's an overlord at the 11 o'clock site, so he will immediately pull that SCP all the way to 1 o'clock, and he's already putting down the second depot. So he's definitely aware of some kind of like a spawning pool opening. And he's not going to be risking himself to go for 15cc. So 2 marine production, but as soon as he sees the hatchery, he's most likely going to be canceling the marine production, because he always want to, as Terran, like as soon as you see the hatchery is morphing and no spawning pool finish, there's no reason for Light to make additional marine. And we see he's just going to be stopping making the marine. 17 command center with a single marine. And let's see, Light is queuing up more of a SCV production here. Soma is also making the layer attack on the way. Here's a 1 drone coming down to the natural. And let's see, okay, here's the scouting drone coming back. More Zergling. A couple of Zerglings will be getting out on the map. There are 2, and other 2s are standing on top of the ramp. We see Light is just pretty much making more of a supply depot and the refinery, plus more marine production. One of the marine is just got 1 hit by the drone earlier, so 35 HP remaining. Here are 2 Zerglings coming. Scouting SCV is still alive. That 3 marine is denying that 2 Zergling scout. Nicely done. But here is Soma. We'll be making 2 more Zergling, having total 4. Okay, I don't see any new Zergling coming out from the main base, so this is going to be total 6 Zergling for Soma. And the scouting SCV still didn't get picked off, and Soma finally putting down the extractor plus the spire tech at the same time, cutting down the SCV. And I think Soma was okay. As soon as that SCV died, he kind of showed that drone moving towards the 11 o'clock side, and he just turned around that drone's direction all the way to 5 o'clock. So now Light is having that +1 attack on the way, Academy as well, and he's just going to be cutting off some of SCV for the gas. 2 SCV only, finally putting down the another barracks. He does have 7 marine, okay, about to have 8 marine soon. So this number of marine is totally enough for Light to hold against the 6 Zergling, which is nice. Here is Soma. Will be putting down the hatchery at the 5 o'clock. 6 Zergling will be trying to just move around and try to get some like a nice spot to go for the harassment or whatnot. And Light is playing really well here, playing some great mind game here. Not putting down any of a bunker before adding more barracks. He's going to be adding all the way up to 4 barracks. Here are 9 Marines with the 1 medic. 6 Mutalists on the way for Soma. And +1 attack is on the way for Soma too. So both of the players is just pretty much heavily switching into a mid-game here. Light will be adding a couple of missile turret over here at the natural. 2 missile turret and no missile turret yet at the main. So here is a couple of missile turret putting down at the barracks side of it and at the natural, or the main base. Adding more of a depot as well. Here are Time Marine with the 3 medic will be standing. Not gonna move out yet. Okay, we hear a couple of steam pack. Only 3 Marine. Just use the steam pack there. Here are 5 Mutalists ready for Soma. Okay, this is 6. And he'll be making more. Okay, never mind. He's making a couple more with drones here. So 1 drone will be immediately going down to 5 o'clock. And we see Soma immediately putting down the 3rd extractor at the 5 o'clock. The 7 Mutalists is trying to do some harassment, but he missed micro there. 1 Mutalisk was kind of like dangerously low HP. And the missile turret is getting targeted by the 4 Zerglings, and that is a one way of killing one of the missile turret. Nicely done. Here are 8 Mutalisks, and once you have 8 Mutalisks, you can 3-shot the missile turret on time if those none of the SCVs were on top, right next to the missile turret. And for the repair, we saw this comsat station on the high ground to see where the Mutalisk is. Okay, here is more of a comsat station will be thrown down to see and try to get this missile turret finished on time. So Light has managed to save that missile turret on time. Okay, now here is about 2 groups of army moving out for Light. And here are still 8 Mutalisks will be just moving around at Light's main base. Light is losing lots of mining time. 27 workers versus 28. This isn't something looking great for Light because Light hasn't put down any of a factory yet. He is right now stocked with +1 5 racks, armor 1 upgrade on the way. But if he's not getting any of a damage done with these 2 groups of a Marine Medic ball, Soma is just gonna be queuing up all those the Mutalisks with the mass muta or mass drone at the same time and slowly changing into a mid game here. But this is a very good pressure for Light, and we see Soma doesn't have any other tech besides these just pure Mutalisks with the +1 attack. So Light is buying some time really well here, but here is a couple of Marine will be sending towards to the 5 o'clock side, and 5 o'clock is vulnerable. 4 Marines are dangerously low HP, and here are some 6 Mutalisks try to support this 5 o'clock expansion, but the main army at the 1 o'clock side still buying some time really well, but the medics are out of energy. I think Light decided to go for the move here, but the +1 attack of a Muta is just eating up the Marine really well here too. So he did manage to kill this Marine medic ball over there and at the natural at the same time. But the meantime, while Light has been doing all this damage, Light finally got that number of SCP count back to 36, which is looking nice, and he finally put down the factory as well, getting all those SCP back to the refinery as well. No second refinery has started yet, but his number of Marine force is just trying, it is buying some time really well. And look at this, like the pressure was done so well for Light that Soma's Hydra Den plus the Queen's Nest is not too fast. So judging by the time of getting this Queen's Nest, Hydra Den and Evolution Chamber, Light is on a definitely favorite position because his factory is not too late compared to his lurker switch tech. And we see Soma was able to defend that Marine Medic force, and he's finally, okay, he decided to do some more of a harassment at Light's natural, picking up 2 more missile turret, but here are a couple of army moving towards the 5 o'clock side, trying to buy some time. Here are Marine force with the 4 medic. taking out one of the Overlord really well. Here are about, okay, 11 plus 5, so that is, I can't really do the math today. So that is 16, I believe, so 11 plus 5 is 16. So 16 Mutalisks are over here at the 5 o'clock side. But also, one of the Sunkens has been finished. Okay, here's also one of the Sunkens. Soma is buying this Mutalisk Micro and picking up the Marine really well. But the Armor 1 is also finished for Light at 10 minutes 30 seconds. So this Marine Medic Force is just buying some time really well. Look at this, finally. Soma managed to eat up this all of the Marine Medic ball, but here's once again 12 Marine moving out, but was spotted by Soma's Overlord earlier, so it was moving out all the way there. Here's also an Overlord standing and a Mutalisk as well. You should be able to see, I think Soma is looking for the 12 Marine Force where they are. But once again, 5 Marine with the 1 Medic was out on the map as well. Finally, the starport, the 6 barracks, it is going up for Light, and this Marine Force is just going to be diving into the Sunken Colony, but that is not a good choice. I don't think this is a good trade for Light. I heard 2 Mutalisks was getting killed by the Marine Force, but wasting that 12 Marine Force for picking off 2 Mutalisks and not even taking down the Sunken Colony, this is not really looking great in my opinion, because look at how small the Marine Medic ball is, and Soma is just, oh my god, okay, Soma has to be careful. Both of the players wasn't really paying attention. I think they were prioritizing something else, but Soma did lose one of the Mutalisks there, once again. Finally, a couple of lurkers getting out on the map. Soma is adding more about Sunken Colony. Abolition Chamber plus 1 armor is about to be done to Defiler Mount as well. It is going up. So Light does have 2 more missile turret at the natural, and these 11 Mutalisks are doing such a great job. But here are 2 lurkers aboard with the stacked lurker. One of the Overlord was also covering it, so Light is going to be having some difficulty breaking this the ramp, or I should say the natural. I wonder what kind of decision making he will be doing. Okay, so what we're going to be seeing is the dropship followed by Light, and I'm not sure why he was sending that as 1 and scouting SCV all the way over there. But here are Mutalisks with the 4 lurkers eating up the Marine Medic Force. Really nice there. Plus 1 attack. Mutalisks is still having a lot of Mutalisks out on the map. Here are dropship loading up a couple of medics and more Marine production coming out from the barracks, but I don't see any of a medic yet. I feel like Light really needs to make a couple of ooh, okay, medics, but so okay, so Light got caught. Like the Mutalisk was there on time. I guess those 4 lurkers earlier, like, okay, here are more of a lurkers. Yeah, those lurkers were doing great job, and he ate up all those Marine Medic Force. So as soon as Soma feels comfortable, he was trying to go for the harassment, but he got to see the dropship. But the 5 o'clock natural is 5 o'clock main base is so vulnerable. Okay, he does send a couple of the Defiler. Okay, one of the dropship will go down, and here's the 3rd and the 4th dropship got caught by the 11 Mutalisks. And now these 11 Mutalisks is just eating up all those Marine with the dropship. So look at the supply count differences. 89, 85 versus 68, and now this new dropship does manage to kill the Nidus Canal, which is nice. And the Defiler is still alive. Scourge. Okay, 1-1 upgrade of alert. 1-1 upgrade for the Marine, but 1 armor for our lurker upgrade. So this isn't too looking great for Light, because this dropship is getting picked up by the Scourge as well as soon as it leaves. And okay, he does manage to get the Overlord. Couple of Marine Force will be still out on the map. And Soma is also aware of this Marine Medic Force. Try to ignore the lurkers and try to escape, but picking up the Scourge, nicely done, and saving that dropship. Here are more dropship being made by Light. I think Light knows he's super behind in this game, so he's just trying to get all the Overlord vision off from a minimap using the Science Pistol with a couple of Marine Force, and he's going to be using another 2 more dropship So he has been using so much of a dropship in this game. So, okay, he just brought that another dropship back here. So, let's see. He wasted 2. No, he wasted 1 dropship at the 5. It was 2, but one of the dropship got picked off. He saved it. And 2 dropship also got in the middle of the map. Got caught in the middle of the map by the Nicolas. So that is about 3 dropship got picked up, and now we see 3 more dropship will be going out again, and 2 more dropships just came out. So this is total 8 dropships Light's made in this game. So he's trying to get this +2 upgrade as well. As soon as the dropship was going towards the main base, and Scourge will manage to take down one of the dropship. Another one will go down, and I guess yeah, Light is gonna be tapping out GG, because Light couldn't stop Soma's macro game in this type of a scenario where he couldn't really do much of a big impact of the damage inside of Soma's main base nor 5 o'clock side. Look at this, how much of expansion that Soma right now has. Jesus Christ, like he has 3 base gas. Okay, 3 base, 3 gas. And he's already adding another hatchery. 4, 5, and 6. So he does have 6 bases morphing on the way. And also, he's also preparing for the Ultralist. So, yeah, Light couldn't keep up the game anymore because all the dropship shenanigan moves were getting caught by the Scourge. So, that was not a great move by Light. So that was a fantastic play by Soma, that he managed to hold off against the +1 5 racks really well in the beginning. And even though Light was pressuring really well, somehow Soma made a comeback. I think there's one moment where Light wasn't making too much of a Nomadic count. The balance of a Marine Force and a Nomadic count wasn't too great, and I think that could be the reason this game started to fall for Light, and Soma was taking a lead there. And thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoy watching these great games on StarCastTV, please hit the like and subscribe button. We will bring more fantastic game in the future.